Yo, what's up, guys? Keystone here. I got the plays for y'all today. Just want to let you know real quick that I am starting to upload, starting to get on the brand new channel over here, basically. And I have my reasons, guys, but we're just gonna ask y'all to just come on over here and sub to this channel. It's gonna be the exact same content for now. And yeah, I appreciate y'all taking the time, especially the ones that want us to keep winning on the daily picks. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sunday, November the 23rd. And guys, in today's video, we got the NFL Week 12. I'm excited about these plays, baby. I got the sportsbook play of the day over on the books. And we went 1-1 on the last two I gave y'all. And I'm also going to get you a chalkboard first touchdown Hail Mary. And we also got, I think, 4 player props for you guys over on Prizepicks. So let's just hop right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And for everyone else, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up button. Drop a comment. Let me know if you're going to be telling the sportsbook play of the day. I think overall, I think we're literally like 17-6 in the last 23 that I've given you guys. So we're having a lot of success on these. And as you can see, this was the UFC. I told you all in the college football video, make sure you go watch my UFC video. And that was the big bet. We put 2.5 units down on that, cashed pretty sweat free, I'd say. Asu ended up getting a submission, so he did kill the chalkboard play. But I kind of felt like he needed it, to be honest. It was early in the third round. And guys, I got to tell you, man, if he didn't get it, he would have definitely had to like kind of dominantly win that third round on, to win a decision. So we're not going to sweat. That was a $100 bet versus a $2,500 bet. And then unfortunately, the Utah Utes were in a very wild game. Now we still have the chalkboard play I gave you guys over there open. The running back for Utah did hit. And I was just shocked at like how abysmal their run defense was. I did not see that coming. I didn't see Kansas State going up in there and running, 450 yards on Utah. Now they ended up coming back and winning. So we have that in a premium slip. We still need some things to happen. Florida is maybe the one leg that isn't looking the best. But yeah, so you add these two up, guys. If you watch the UFC video, I said, hey, this is a 2.5 unit play for me. You'll watch this video. That's a little over 1 unit play for me. We're still up a unit and a half when you put these two together. Okay, so we're doing just fine. And guys, I got something for you, real special. I told you I was probably gonna have a deal for y'all today, and I got to show you this right here. This is premium college football, NFL. This is going to get you all my slips, everything I do. DFS, specifically the books, is where we put our big money down through the month of February 2026 when you use promo codes winners, guys. That's $600 off. Let me go show you over here. Now, I'm limiting this to 5 code uses, okay? If you're not on my winnable free plan yet, too, make sure you get on there, guys. Yeah, it's right here, guys. So yeah, you're gonna get this literally for under $100, under freaking 3 digits. So take advantage. Like I said, limit of 5 on those guys, and let's go just jump straight into the sportsbook play of the day. All right, so we're going to plug Onyx and Rebet real quick. You guys know the drill. Look, guys, it's very important here if you're in a DFS state that you evolve your sports betting game a little bit. And I'm telling you, betting on over unders, spreads, and money lines, it's just not only is it funner, it'll make you sweat a lot less, because the way you got to view it is like, you could have the best read ever on a player prop, and I got 4 of them. I think they're really good. I think they're going to hit. But guess what? It don't matter. The best research in the world, the best, it makes sense on paper. That team could score 35 points and somehow the guy you thought was going to go off didn't go off, and you're going to lose. Where if you just took them to win the game or maybe took their offensive team total, you're not going to care about that, man. So it's a whole different element. And I know a lot of y'all came here originally to this channel for DFS, and I want to help you guys evolve. And not only am I trying to help you guys evolve, I'm literally trying to hook you up with free cash. Obviously, they're going to give me a little cut too, guys. We call that a 360 win. And yeah, you can get $115 for signing up on Onyx Odds when you use promo code SBA. And all you got to do is deposit $10, and then Rebet, they'll give you a $100 deposit bonus. So all you got to do is get on there, place a deposit. Promo code SBA is going to unlock both of those for you guys. Link down below. Let's get into the picks. All right, so leg number 1. This is actually a 4 pick. Now you got to remember, there's some weird games in the NFL. We're like kind of on blowout watch this week. There's a lot of very high favorites. I think Detroit's like 9-1. But we're just going to take them straight up on the money line as leg 1. I think they're going to steamroll the Giants. I think they're pissed about that showing they had on primetime last week. and they're coming home. They're in the dome. This is a roll spot against Jameis Winston and the New York Giants, the depleted offense, tons of injuries. Yeah, I'd just be shocked if they did not win this game, man. If they don't win this game, the NFL's rigged. Leg number 2. Now, on a lot of books, this is Onyx odds, by the way. Now, what they basically do, guys, is they basically just copy DraftKings. So if you're on DraftKings, this is the exact same odds you're going to get. The reason I drive to Mississippi to set my plays once a day, most of my days, or sometimes I'll use Hard Rock or ESPN Bet as well, but is because Onyx does not limit me like DraftKings does yet. So, and let's hope they don't. But the second leg of this, we call this on a lot of books a same game parlay, SGP. And it's going to be the Lions to also score. So we need them on the money line, and we need them to score 23 points. Now, when they're at home, this is a team I usually trust at home to, they'll probably put up a 35, 38 burger here against this Giants team. I think Gibbs, Montgomery are going to have a lot of success on the ground. And I don't think they're going to be as abysmal as they were on primetime the other night against the Eagles in the red zone against this Giant squad. So give me the Lions on leg number 2, over 22.5 points. Leg number 3, we're going to mix in some team totals there, guys. Now, I like the Rams to go over 23. I don't mind the over for this game in general, but this is obviously we're pulling the team total down a little bit here. It's going to be over there in LA. It seems like Tampa Bay gives this number up to practically everybody. All their games seem to be going over. There's not too much to say here. I think this offense is very good. You got Stafford. We're going to talk about Devontae Adams in a little bit. And you got arguably one of the top 2 receivers in the game, and Puka Nacua. The dude's a total stud. And let's just hope McVay doesn't if this somehow is a lower scoring game, let's just hope he doesn't sit on like a 20-13 lead. Sometimes he kind of is guilty of doing that. But look, I think we're getting a 30 burger here in this one as well. And all we need to cash this leg is 23 points, guys. So that's going to be leg number 3. Leg number 4, look. We're going to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They need this game. They need this game bad. They need it more than the Colts need it. They're at home. Mahomes has been a guy that historically you can really feel confident backing at home. Now this year does feel a little different. But if the Colts let the Chiefs win this game, they're alive, and that's going to terrify everyone else in the AFC. Everyone else in the AFC, the Chargers, Denver, they're all rooting for the Colts to win this game. But it's hard to win in Arrowhead, and it's starting to get cold, and this is a dome team. I do think the Chiefs pull this out. Colts are coming off a bye, but look, guys, let's be real. Their defense isn't like the best. When they've been pushed, they've given up some points, and I think where they're at their best is their offense has been so good, stacked up big leads. I don't think this is like even a top 10 defense. I really just don't. They do have some guys up front that can really rush the passer well, but I'm trusting Mahomes and Reed here to bounce back at home. This is like a must-win game for them. And guys, guess what? Even if they lose the game, they're probably going to lose it like 27-30 by a last-second field goal or something. And we're still going to cash this team total of 19.5 points. So not only did you get some analysis and my leans, kind of what I'm thinking on a lot of these games, but you actually got the official slip, which a lot of cowards on YouTube won't even ever give you guys, like your boy Keystone does. So drop a comment. Let me know if you're telling this, guys. I appreciate it when you take the time to do that. I'm helping you win slips. You're helping me with the algorithm. It's a 360 win, baby. All right, so let's get over to that Hail Mary first TD. You can set this on the books too. You can set this on Onyx Odds. This is me plugging an app, guys. And what I will tell you about Chalkboard Fantasy, and I learned this during baseball season this year, they tend to overpay a little bit for home runs and touchdowns. So that's why the one thing I really like doing over here, they pay really good on two pick slips. So like 3x slips, they usually pay you more than 3x. So if you're a guy betting at, like $100 a play on a 2x, 3x slip and you're in a DFS state, yeah, Chalkboard's probably a must-own app for you. Promo code SBA is going to get you a free picks, free square that you can use. And then you're going to get 100% deposit match as well. Promo code SBA will unlock that for you. Let's get into the first touchdown Hail Mary. And guys, what that means is these guys have to score the first touchdown of the game, not just for their team, but of the game. And I think this one's got a shot. We had one a couple weeks ago that went 2 out of 3. And the guy that we picked on the third one that missed, he scored the second touchdown of the game. So that one was frustrating. This one right here, though, is a nuke. And this is such a long shot. Normally, I wouldn't even put anywhere near $100 on a play like this. But I just think it's gonna hit, and I want to win 10 racks, man. I do. I want to win 10 racks tomorrow on an $85 bet. And guys, if you're not on Chalkboard yet, literally you could set this for freaking free. I'm not advising that because this is a Hail Mary, but go get your 100 free bucks from them, and maybe, I don't know, put like $20 on this, and then save the rest for what you want to do. You know, that would still pay a grip load of money. A grip load of money. Let me mute my phone. Oh, baby, we just hit a VIP slip. ESPN update. Let's go, team. We got the total over in the Pittsburgh Georgia Tech game. I can actually see it right up on the TV. I was just occupied giving you guys some free winners today. So Derrick Henry's going to be the first leg of this, guys. Like I said, he's got to score the first touchdown. I think he's going to have a big game. I like him to just have a lot of success. And we know he can catch some passes. He doesn't do it very often, but you know, if they get down there inside the 5 and we're sitting there, and you know, Lamar's been a little banged up. He played last week. He looked okay. I just think they're going to hand it off to the big back, man. You know, it's cold outside. They don't want Lamar taking hits right now. They just want the bruiser to come in here and get the first TD of the game. And the Jets, well, they're not very good, guys. So that's going to be leg number 1. Leg number 2, we're taking Jahmyr Gibbs. Like I said, okay, you're going to see a lot of things. Like the teams I'm backing tomorrow, I have high expectations for them to have a lot of success running the football. The Lions are no exception to this. I like Gibbs, man. This is that time of year last year where we saw him just absolutely going to roll, and he kind of, you know, Montgomery really took a back seat to him. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Could Montgomery get the first one? Of course he could, guys. So could Jamison Williams. So could Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I just love the matchup here for Gibbs. I think this is one of those games where he's going to break a long play and he's going to go take it to the house. I think it's going to happen. Problem is, we need it to be the first one, and let's just hope it is. Okay, so that's leg number 2. Guys, look at this crap. $85 is going to pay me 10 grand when this play hits for us. And the last leg we're taking, guys, is Devontae freaking Adams. I still believe that Todd Bowles' style of defense is what you call a pass funnel. This is a hard team to run against. And we have seen this connection really come alive in the red zone the last month of the season or so. So, you know, getting this kind of a multiplier on a guy that's, you know, scoring touchdowns like this, I mean, I like our chances against Tampa Bay here, okay? What's crazy is what you can do, and I might even set another one. I might go $100 on this. So what I'll do, guys, I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. Rather than cashing this out, most of the time books, they don't give you fair representation on your cash out. It still favors them, and I don't like advising that. However, it would be pretty hard to resist if this, you know, this was saying like $5,500 or something. It'd be very hard to resist. This game don't start till Sunday Night Football. So imagine if we set this and they're giving us a cash out offer of $5-6 grand. It'd be very hard not to pull that trigger because it would be actually stupid not to. But what you can do is so say you want to put, you know, $20 on this play. What I would advise doing is going like splitting up your units. Set the same play twice, go 10 and 10 or 15 and 5. And then you can decide which one you want to let ride. So what I'll do is I'm going to go 85. I'm going to set this exact same play again for $15 more. And then if these two guys hit, I'm going to let one of these ride, and then the other one I can cash out. So what I'd probably do is cash out the big money one, obviously, and try to let the $15 slip, go all the way. That's probably the logic here, because guys, you've got to understand this is a Hail Mary. It really is. It's a Hail Mary, but it's a Hail Mary that probably could happen. So let's lock it in. And then, guys, we're going to head over on to Prizepicks. All right. So a lot of y'all know that Prizepicks limit your boy Keystone. Most of y'all know that. You've been around my channel. You know, sometimes I'll show you on the video. Sometimes I'll lock the plays in. That doesn't make them not a good app. They just understand that I am a skilled player and I know what I'm doing. And especially 2 years ago when the rules were a little different, we really took advantage of some things. And they're still a great app. And like getting the 3 picks for 6x, that was a huge move for Prizepicks. They got the culture picks now. I mean, they're still a great app, guys. And honestly, it should be your goal to get limited by a book. If you're not getting limited by a book, that means you're not leveling up your sports betting profession, or a lot of you guys are recreational. But this is how I literally quit my day job it's been over a year now. Actually, it's been a year and I think 2 months. That doesn't make them not a good app. Okay. I would advise anybody that's not on here. And the main reason why, guys, is because it just shows you that if I can get limited by them, that they have flaws in their game. They are beatable. It's not just rigged against you. So, it's a good thing to be on as many of these apps as possible. They all give you free stuff, and Prizepicks gives you free stuff. So if you're not on there yet, promo code SBAA is going to get you simply when you deposit the minimum, I think it's like $10. You just place a $5 bet, and then they're instantly going to give you 50 free to play with. Perfect for anybody who's a little tight on cash this weekend and wants to get down on some action. You want to get down on the player props I'm about to give you. So let's get into them. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit for you guys to see right here a little better. There we go. So I like Michael Wilson. Look, he absolutely blew up last week. Should be a competitive game against Jacksonville. Jacoby Brissett set like an NFL record against my Niners last week. Like, what in the world? 47 completions. Marvin Harrison Jr. still going to be out of the lineup. This feels a little low to me, guys. It feels a little freaking low. He did have this blow up game, but a lot of this has to do with the injury, right? So I just look. I think there was a connection there, and we're gonna absolutely roll with it here. So that's gonna be pick number one. Pick number two, we're gonna take Trevion Henderson on his fantasy score. Now you might be tempted to take his touchdown prop, and I don't hate that idea. He's been scoring a ton. We can talk about that. I'll show you in a sec. But I think this is just the smarter play, and the reason why is that if he scores a touchdown, this is most likely going to hit anyways, because between the yardage and some receptions he'll grab, that would only require probably 45, 50 yards from scrimmage if he catches a couple passes. The chances are this will still probably hit anyways. Now, if he doesn't score a touchdown, he could still blow right over this because, look, he's facing the Bengals. We know their defense is literally Swiss cheese. I know Stevenson is supposed to play, but that does not scare me, man. I think they've unleashed this kid. I love this kid tomorrow. 12.5 feels way too low. You can see the clear ascension here, guys. This is what we're looking for. He's just blowing right over this, okay? So, yeah, give me Trevion Henderson over fantasy score. I do like the touchdown too. Probably more of like a straight bet, though, I would do on the books. I would just take the fantasy score over here on Prizepicks, okay? Leg number three. Oh, baby, we're taking Lamar Jackson under 27.5 pass attempts. Look, this guy rarely ever gets to like even 20. Well, let's just go look. So he got to 29 right here against Minnesota. And that's the one he beat us on. And he pushed over here against the Lions. And that game was like a shootout. And he still was like right there. I mean, okay. Look, guys, the Jets, I don't see them putting up like a huge fight here. I could be wrong. Baltimore's defense been a little sketchy this year, but I feel like they're getting healthier. They're playing better. It's the stretch run. And I just see them having so much success running on the ground that they don't need to throw the ball 28 times in order to beat us. So I like Lamar Jackson a lot. I feel like this line is just way too high. Maybe they know something that I don't, but we're going to take that as leg number three. And then, yeah, we're going to correlate that, okay? So the reason that this doesn't pay 10x, this pays 9.5x, as you can see, is because Prizepicks is valuing this right here as correlation. Now, it's not the exact same correlation that we used to do back in the day when I got limited by them, but it's actually really good. It still correlates. And if you don't know what correlation means, the chances of these two both working together makes sense based on what I've told you guys, right? So you got rush attempts, okay? Derrick Henry to rush. If he goes for like 20 plus carries, that means they're probably having success. They're probably sitting on a lead, and Lamar is not throwing as much. So this absolutely correlates. And you could do this vice versa. You could say, wow, I think this is going to be an air raid game. I'm not saying do it on here, but let's say there's no way this running back's getting to 18. Well, you take the more pass attempts. Then this correlates extremely well. And for only losing 0.5 off the 10x, That is fantastic, man. Prizepicks might catch on to this, guys. I'm letting you know. So you got to lock this in. But just some guys, Keith, you're not limited by Prizepicks. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Let's say I wanted to put $100 to win $950 on this, guys. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. See, they will not take it. They used to give an error message up here. Oh, there it is, right there. Prizepicks is unavailable, and that's not the error message we wanted. Let's go try that again and see what they say. I don't know why this thing won't go down. There we go. Let's go see what it says. Okay, Prizepicks is unavailable in your location. You know what? Let's try refreshing the page here. Hopefully, it'll keep those players in there. And of course, it didn't. So, all right, guys, I went ahead and just pause the video for a sec. I think I have everyone loaded correctly. I did it backwards. Okay, so yeah, they're not going to let your boy set this, and I'll prove it to you guys right now, just in case any of y'all new guys here are like, oh, Keith, you're not limited by Prizepicks. Look, they won't take it. They used to put that error message all the way up here at the top, but as you can see, it won't work, right? Even watch. I'll even show you. If I did $6, okay, $6. So I don't have a lot of money in my account because I don't need it. Look, they won't even take that, right? But watch, they limit me to $5 a play, 5 plays a day. So $25, but $5 max. This is 5 to pay $47.50. Okay, nice little bet here. And watch, they will take that. Okay, that's how you know. And look, man, a lot of these guys on YouTube, they're cowards, man. They won't even like show you guys stuff like that. Well, first of all, most of them can't because they're actually all, full of shit. Most of them don't even, bet their own money, guys. Okay. They just make content for y'all. Then somebody like me rolls around here and I have confidence. I'm not going to say we'll always set plays on the screen like this. I might do what they do sometimes. And what they do is they'll give you these 4 props, but they won't actually set a slip. They'll just say, hey, I like these 4. And then, I guess they let you guys be adults and say, hey, go set this. Well, we do it a little different over here. A lot of times we'll put our name on a slip, we'll actually put our name like men on something and we'll sign it and we'll say, hey, this is the slip today, guys. You can play it if you like it. You can fade it if you don't. But what I could do is I could just come say, hey, I love these 4 props. And I know a lot of the viewers like to bet straight on the books on player props too. I am not one of those guys because I don't like injuries and you just, there's a lot that goes into it. I would rather just lower my wagers like we do on DFS and not bet big money on player props. That's just I'm kind of over that. And that's why I put, big money down on the books because I just feel like it's easier to manipulate and I'm not relying on one player. I can just pick a team to do something. But anyways, I could come on here. Let's say we go 3-1. I could just come on here tomorrow and say, guys, we went 3-1 on the player props, man. And who knows, that might actually be better for me. Maybe that's why these guys do it. But let me know in the comments if you're telling these plays, guys. Hop on Prizepicks, take advantage of that $99 literal pass, premium pass to get all the slips through the month of February 2026. That's all I got for you guys. Let's win some money. Peace.